Matt, Jackson, why aren't we doing any more custom PC builds?
Have you been living under a rock? Building a gaming PC right now is horrible price to performance.
Yeah, I mean, prices are horrible, so that's why we've been just going with pre-builds.
Yes, pre-builds do have some good value in some brands and stuff, but I still feel like there is a place in the market for custom builds.
You know what? Everything is so easy. Here's the credit card. Go find some good deals.
Good luck with that. We got some pre-builds to find and review.
Well, you heard him. I gotta start hunting for some deals.
So the main goal that we're gonna be focusing on in this video that we're gonna be tackling is deal hunting and trying to build a PC that is still cheaper than your average pre-built. Because if you guys haven't seen, pre-built PCs actually still remain a pretty good price depending on the retailer they're shopping at. Last year, you used to be able to just sit down, order all your parts in one go, and then you were good to go. But nowadays, that is not the case. You can usually end up finding yourself spending at least another $300 to $400 over what you were able to spend last year. So my goal in this video is to show you guys with some patience and some deal hunting, you can build a gaming PC for pre-shortage or pre-RAMageddon pricing, or maybe even a little cheaper still. I've been taking over the deal section of our Discord server as well as our X account. So while searching for tech deals and stuff like that, I realized that there is lots of money to be saved here, which is why I'm making the video in the first place. So if you do still want to build a gaming PC this year, I definitely recommend joining our Discord server and signing up for those toasty deal notifications, or just follow our X account because I post there daily as well. So that's our main goal for this video, and without further ado, I'm going to show you my first part. So one of the first things that we're going to be looking for when putting together a deal-only gaming PC is going to be the CPU, motherboard, and RAM combo. At least that's what I'm going to be trying to start with because that's where you're going to be saving the most amount of money. We went ahead and started off our deal hunting section with a pretty fire deal. And that deal is this right here, the Samsung 990 Pro SSD with a heatsink in 1 terabyte capacity. Not too bad for the price, honestly. I think this is pretty much what they used to go for before all the price hikes. Not off to a bad start.
Later.
It's currently 10:44, and if you guys remember my last clip, I mentioned that I was looking for a CPU, motherboard, and RAM combo. Well, I think I found it, and I went ahead and bought it without their permission. So I'm hoping that this is gonna be okay and we can actually go through with this, but I'll show you the combo right now, 1 second. So here it is. This is the 9850 X3D combo with an X870, Gaming X Wi-Fi 7, and V-Color 32 gigs of DDR5 CL26 RAM. And it's $699, which is really, really good. I mean, you're saving $518 supposedly, given the fact that your RAM is valued at $499, which I think is ridiculous. But alas, you also get a M75 wireless RGB mouse. This is still really good pricing for the brand new CPU, motherboard and all. You're probably saving around $200 realistically, so I still think that's a pretty good win. It's been a couple of days since I bought my motherboard, CPU, and RAM combo, and of course with the fact that I went with a higher end combo, comes with a higher end GPU, and with everything rising in price right now, I found a pretty good deal on Woot. So you can see here we have the AMD XFX Mercury RX 9070 XT OC, and this is down to $649. Based on the time of filming this video and planning all these parts out, you can usually find 9070 XTs for around $750 for the cheaper models, and then around $799 to $850 for the higher end models. This one being a higher end model, if you haven't seen these XFX cards, they are really beefy. So I'm really excited to get my hands on this one, and I think $649 is a really solid price considering you're spending at the bare minimum $100 extra on average for a 9070 XT right now. So not a bad pickup, and this is about as good as I think we're gonna get for our 9850 XRD. We're a little over halfway through the hunt for these PC parts, and I won't lie, it is taking quite some time. And if you're someone who doesn't care about parting together each PC component and building it, you should definitely check out today's sponsor, Jawa.gg. Jawa is a fantastic enthusiast-run marketplace that's built for PC gamers. Whether you're shopping for a clean, well-put-together pre-built gaming PC from a verified seller, or you're interested in hunting for a PC component deal, Jawa has a PC or a PC component for you. Buying used may not be for everyone, but Jawa makes it as safe and convenient as possible. And they're unique in this way because they have buyer and seller protections to make sure you get exactly what you ordered trouble-free. If it's your first time shopping at Jawa, you can save even more money off the prices you see by using our discount code TOASTY10 to save 10% up to $10 off your first purchase. So if you're building a PC or just shopping for a pre-built gaming PC, you should definitely check out today's sponsor, Jawa, by using the links in the description down below. Big thanks to Jawa for sponsoring today's video. Now let's keep hunting for those parts. Now I've been stumped on cooling solutions for a bit because honestly there aren't too many deals out there. So that got me thinking, why not just use a free cooler that was sent to us? Just kidding, I actually did find an AIO that I actually wanted to show you guys, and I also picked up the rest of the parts while I was at it because the rest of them honestly aren't as crazy of deals that you can save a lot of money on. I priced it out and I could have gone for a slightly bit of cheaper stuff, but I was only saving about $70. Starting off with that AIO, which is the PCCooler DE360 Max in black, $55. It'll go really nice in our case, which is the O11 Mini V2 from Lian. Now, this is the normal price that this it's at, and I kind of did deviate from my goal here for this challenge of finding deal-only parts. But I will say, for again, a high-end build like this, I feel like it's okay to spend an extra $20 or so on a case that you really want. So there are deals out there with no pre-installed fans, but I didn't want to spend the money on extra fans, which would have ended up bringing the price past $100. So for $100, this is one of my absolute favorite cases, and I still think it's a really good deal if you're wanting to save a couple extra bucks and not spend over $100 on fans and the case itself. For our power supply, this is one of the last items we're picking up, and it's $59 for this Raidmax Cobra ATX 3.1 850 watt, fully modular 80 plus gold. It's C tier on the SPL tier list, so that's good enough for me, honestly. A solid unit, fully modular, and $60 for an 850 watt is insane pricing. And the last pickup that we had is some sleeve cables, fully optional here, but there technically was a discount to this. They're normally $32.66. They had a brand coupon that I actually already redeemed when buying these for 10% off. So brought these down to $29. We got all these parts ordered and they should be showing up here within a week or so. And the total price for all these parts is around $1,700. So not too bad for a build at this level in 2026, especially with DDR5 and higher end parts like a 9070 XT and the newest and greatest gaming CPU, the 9850X3D. So all we gotta do now is wait for these parts to come in and then we'll show them to Matt and Jackson.
Now, I know that you guys have been seeing that credit card racking up, but the parts are all here. So I wanted to show you guys, and then I'm also gonna have you guys guess each price, how much I paid for it, and then at the end we'll do kind of like a rounded up total. So.
All right.
I believe in him. I'll give him some faith here with this one, but that credit card.
I don't know, because when I think Jonah in deals, I think aesthetics, and I feel like aesthetics don't mean deals. So
there are some aesthetics here,
okay,
but not too much.
I can see the aesthetics, but honestly, you're right on that. I don't see anything crazy so far.
We'll kind of start off with our CPU, motherboard, and RAM.
Oh, this guy loves the combos.
You guys know I love
this
my
guy
combos.
loves his combos.
So we have our Ryzen 7 9850X3D.
That's where
the
the money
newest
went.
and the greatest. Yeah. The 32 gigs of V-Color DDR5 RAM, and this is 6,000 megatransfers at CL26. It's not RGB, unfortunately not. And then we have our Gigabyte X870 Gaming X Wi-Fi 7. Not a bad board, but yes, this was a combo. I will give you guys that. How much do you think I paid for this combo?
So we've been seeing a lot of these combos. So we're no strangers to the combos. This is the higher end one. What are the prices we've been seeing? Is it like?
So this is like a Newegg thing. You're looking at like usually $799, give or take. It's how much is the CPU alone? The CPU is $500, right?
CPU is MSRP of $500. Sometimes they go down to $480.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna go $799 based on what I've been seeing.
I bought this for $699.
Oh,
So-
okay.
$100 discount.
And I will say, even then, $799 for this combo is amazing because you're probably retail price spending, like they mentioned, $500 on the CPU. You're spending $220 on the on the motherboard, and then you're spending about $375 to $400 on your DDR5 RAM. So you're saving hundreds of dollars. But we also got a free Corsair M75 mouse, which is technical value, but it's nothing amazing. I unboxed it, took a look at it. It's nothing crazy, but it's a good
free
mouse.
mouse is crazy.
Free mouse. I will say it wasn't I wish I would have gone with 2 terabytes, but this is actually the first item I picked up. I didn't think I was gonna get that nice of a combo, so I would have gone 2 terabytes. But it is a Samsung 990 Pro with heatsink, which I did remove and voided the warranty on.
That voids the warranty.
It does. Samsung's so
Wow.
stupid with that, but. Yes. How much do you think I paid for this 1 terabyte NVMe?
135.
140.
109 even.
Okay, that's
yeah.
actually not horrible
Yes.
for a 1 terabyte, especially a Samsung drive.
Yes, and I will say you can, on average, you're seeing NVMe's go for around $140 right now for 1 terabytes. But yes, 109 from Walmart. Yeah, not too bad. I did remove the heatsink because it will not fit on our motherboard with that cover. So I had to do what I had to do.
We know the Cobra
I will
power.
say, you guys know the Cobra power supplies. These are probably average prices of what they're going to be going for right now. But just take a guess on this 850 watt here, because this is an 850 watt fully modular. The
think
750 goes
now,
for
aren't they?
50.
Oh,
Yes.
is it 50?
Oh,
okay.
at 50.
Yes.
Okay.
So this one's probably 65.
I'll say 60. Maybe you got a deal.
It is $60.
Yeah,
$69.99.
Power supplies.
Nice.
That is insane value. Now, like I said, this is not a deal that you have to I sniped or anything, but it is a still really good price, and it's a good tier. It is fully modular, and the cables are super nice. So a lot of people have been going for these, so I even posted a deal, putting people onto this one because it is still the best deal you can buy on an 850 watt for a higher end build.
Definitely a good example of don't just spring for Corsair and
Yeah,
ZXT.
exactly, because those are like 80 to 90 to 100 plus
sometimes.
dollars, and this is almost half the price. This is my other pickup as well that I got a pretty good deal on.
All
So,
AMD, baby.
All AMD, guys. And this
AMD's
is
best GPU.
the
right here.
9070 XT, the best GPU. It's what I have, it's what Matt has, it's what Zach has. This is the nice, thick, chunky XFX model. And what do you think I paid for this one?
So these have gotten more expensive.
Yes.
I know the really cheap model, that AsiaHorse one, is what, like $650, something like that?
No.
It used to be.
It's now $729.
$729? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say this one is $750.
It's like 720.
$650.
Wow.
From Woot.
Okay. Woot, that's a good
Shout
deal
out
from
Woot.
Woot.
Yeah,
Is it
so
like open or anything?
no, these are new in box. Woot is like an Amazon-based discount website that they get overstock and stuff, and they do PC parts every single day. So these are daily deals that you can cash in on. I posted this one on the Discord server. This is supposedly the nicest 9070 XT you can buy.
Really?
And for $650, it is still above MSRP, but for a nice, thick 3-slot model like this, you're definitely getting your money's worth for the extra like 20, 30, 40 bucks than what you used to be able to get them at. Average price on a model like this, a higher end model, is $799. So you're saving 150 bucks compared to like a Nitro Plus like what I have at home. This is the Lian 11 Dynamic Mini V2 Flow. Long name, yes. But average price on these, you guys probably know.
990.
I was looking at this case for my build when I was doing my personal rig. I was thinking about it. Is it like $89?
It's $99 for the fans included. I think it's like $80 for the no fan option, but I like the black pre-installed fans, no Lian Li software. Could have saved like 30, 40 bucks if I really wanted to go absolutely cheap, but I kind of like the, I feel like for the case, it's worth spending the extra 20 bucks on if you really want a specific look. And that's kind of what I wanted to do here, like an all black, high quality, heavy case with some cool aesthetics too. So I still think of all the higher end cases, this is a good value. So it kind of sticks to that deal kind of category that we're kind of going with this video, because it is very thick, high quality materials, and it's heavy. So
And it wouldn't be a Jonah build without what's on top of that.
that's right, guys. These are AsiaHorse black and purple sleeved cables. And technically speaking, I did do a bit of a deal on this because they do run coupons on these from time to time depending on the color. And yeah, these were supposed to be $32.66 as MSRP, and I got them for 10% off as a coupon. So $29.39, and they have a nice purple and black color scheme to them.
Nice.
Yeah, these, I wanted these specifically, and these are a little more expensive than your typical ones because this 9070 XT has 3 8-pins for the power. Okay? You guys know if you do 3 8-pins, you can put a 24-pin comb on it, and it looks crispy. So that's why I did the sleeve cables. Yes,
It feels OG.
it feels OG. Yeah. So I went back to the roots a bit and added some sleeve cables, and they were technically a deal still, but nothing like to write home about. It's like a couple bucks.
PCCooler.
And PCCooler, most of the time, Thermalright is your kind of go-to. These are pretty much the exact same price, to be honest. I am comparing most average coolers on the market for 360 mils being around, what do you guys think? Like,
I would say
70
to 90.
70 to 90 is your average normally priced cooler. Guess how much this one was?
50.
CPS side price like 55 bucks.
You were right on the dot, Jackson. $55.99.
Nice.
This is their sale price. It is on a bit of a discount. And these are kind of like the average up and down prices based on tracker history that these are sitting at right now. And I think it's a pretty nice option. I like how the fans look, and then the block is a kind of a nice look as well. So, and I'm excited to try this one out because I think it'll look really good with these fans and inside this case. But
What's the total you spent, Jonah?
total we spent in the savings realm is $1,702.36 is a subtotal. So $1,700 for top of the line CPU for gaming and top of the line AMD GPU with good supporting hardware. I think it's pretty good. And I did the math, and given sales and different prices and stuff like that on what we would normally average pay on one of these PCs, right now in this market, without combos, you're probably looking at around $2,300.
Wow.
So there's a rough $600 in savings there, and I think that's pretty good because realistically, a higher end build like this should easily cost over $2,000. That's with my splurge on a nicer case and sleeve cables. So I think it's a pretty good deal, personally.
So how are you gonna pay for this?
I'm gonna need you all to like the video down below. So we got to make up this money somehow. So, but yeah, that's all the parts. So I'm gonna have them build it now.
But
And
did you
then
factor in the build fee?
the build fee is a good job.
Yeah.
A
So
little pat on the back.
yeah, pat on the back. Segue the transition. I've never heard of this in my life of PC building, which hasn't been a long one, but so obviously right now there is a vertical GPU mount installed on the side of this case, but that's because if you look here, the PCIe lane for your GPU, it ain't lining up because if you want an ATX board to work in this Lian Li case, it needs to be on the second slot for the PCIe lanes.
You're gonna find the line.
That's what I say. I feel like some people won't believe it.
You have to read the line. This right here.
Due to its compact design, the O11 Dynamic Mini V2 only has 5 slots. The first slot left out, which is what we need. So ATX motherboards that require the GPU to be installed in the first slot may not be compatible. For users with such motherboards, use the included vertical GPU bracket as needed, but what they don't give you is a vertical riser, which is the expensive.
riser cable. Yeah.
You're probably gonna be looking at 60 to 100 bucks, I guess.
Probably 100.
Your price to performance, Jonah.
It went down the drain.
It's gonna look really cool.
You know what I should have done? An Okinos case.
Okinos would never do you like that.
They would never do me like that.
You remember when you said you're like, I could have gotten a cheaper case, but I want something a little more premium. This is our premium.
This is the price I have to pay.
So yeah, we're gonna have to order one on Amazon. Hopefully it shows up quickly. We'll figure out which one is the best one for it, and then the build will continue. And wow, it's looking good now. Let's cue that montage.
Cue the montage. Re-cue the montage.
Re-cue it up.
Guys, we're in the finals. Best game on the planet. For video settings, we are running borderless full screen, high settings with the epic view distance and low foliage. No ray tracing, DLSS set to balanced. And we're playing some power shift. Thought I'd show you guys how a real gamer plays. I actually run very similar settings to what I play at home. But we're playing power shift again. And these are settings that I run normally at home. I run a bit lower settings, honestly. I just wanted to show you guys what you can expect on average, running around 200 FPS. Oh, this guy doesn't even know where he's at. Oh my God, he actually.
Ooh, Scorpion, like get over here type-ish.
I think that was a paid actor.
I got that kill.
Looking pretty good though. Average of 210, 1% low, 112. Ain't bad.
Yeah, not too bad. This game is such a good looking game too.
Oh! Yeah, GPU, even though it's almost touching the glass, is running pretty cold.
Definitely touching the glass.
Yeah. He gooed all over him.
Oh!
Oh my God.
The sword strikes again.
He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh!
There it is.
Ooh, I think you'll win.
That's a dub.
Sheesh!
Now let's let the real gamers play.
It's as easy as that.
We are now benchmarking Resident Evil Requiem, the new Resident Evil game. We're gonna do the kind of same thing we did before, just the opening scene that everyone seems to love with how beautiful it looks. We're currently running the following settings. We're at 1440p with a variable frame rate. We have high settings with upscale and quality set to custom, but we are running FSR 4, which is cool. FSR 4 supported game on balance. No frame gen on. Hit page up. Hell yeah.
So pretty.
This is looking pretty dang good. I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm just gonna stare into these people's souls. This guy's like hiding in the darkness. Now, one thing we noticed, and you're probably noticing, Jonah was so locked into gameplay that it is probably important to mention a little bit, is the GPU is definitely getting a bit warm up against the glass. It's not within the point where it's like throttling down or anything, but it is getting a little bit warm. And it's just kind of slowly getting up there, which is causing the fans to be a bit louder than we would like. Ideally, it just really sucks that Lian Li case does that. I'm not a huge fan of that at all. I really don't like how they advertise that, and you kind of get stuck in a position like we did, where if our motherboard is not exactly perfect for it, ATX is not the move with that case.
It's definitely the first time I've ever seen that be a thing, and I don't understand how it's not preventable by like just slightly modifying where the the IO shield ends.
I was thinking if I can go out in traffic, but I don't think I can. Or we go down the alley, we don't know why we're going down the alley.
I want to go in here.
I really want to
go
behind here.
Oh my God, I need to go in this alley. Do not cross. Oh, I'm coming in. I trust you.
He's like, I don't get paid enough for this. But as you guys can see, yeah, the temperature's up to around 72. The most we saw in the finals was about 74. It just makes the build audibly more loud than we would like. So perfect world, would have went with a different case. Wouldn't have to deal with the issue of the riser cable and everything with this really thick GPU. Or if you were following this at home, you could go with the riser cable with a much thinner version of the 9070 XT. We got like the thickest possible version as well.
I don't think they make a thicker version.
So any other model would have been perfectly fine. But 137 average, 1% of 100, brand new Resident Evil game running great at 1440p. Let's try another game.
This is Counter-Strike, CS2, and we're actually running what the game recommended. I figured, hey, why not? So it's 1440p with pretty much like high settings and no fidelity super res. If I have a second here, I'm just gonna try to grab a couple kills, and then I will just go like low settings just so that, because I know a lot of people like would not dare touch higher settings in Counter-Strike. Because why try to make a game look good?
Yeah, why would you try
that? Like when you're already getting 400 FPS, why not get 500 and make it look bad, right?
And when you have a performance-focused PC, like what are you doing?
Exactly.
Is this game, okay, that is a lot of VRAM. Is there something up in the background? Or is it really run that much? That's a lot of VRAM for CS,
I mean, it is pulling a, look at the wattage.
Yeah, I guess high settings CS uses 9 gigs of VRAM.
All right, this looks really good at like these higher settings. Let's see if I can just break the game real quick. Low.
Let's see what the VRAM drop is like once you go low. That was quick.
Wow. CS has really fixed themselves. It definitely doesn't look as good, but
hey, we're getting 500.
Yeah. I mean, 1% lows are quite a bit up too, and I know for some people that matters. The people that are, like bottom frags, and they're like, oh, I'm doing bad because of my FPS. But could you do bad? Could you FPS if?
Oh yeah, baby.
Crazy with it. All right, we're gonna grab one more kill.
It's beginning to feel like Op God.
I got him. You really couldn't even tell, but I killed him. All right, so CS, pretty crazy. We're getting well over 400 FPS at 1440p. Do we have another?
No, not another one. Let's bring Jonah in to kind of recap what happened with this build.
See how he feels about it now.
See how he feels about it. There were some ups and downs with it, but for the most part, price performance still looks pretty good. We got that 3D Mark score at the end with the riser card, and let's talk about it.
So to wrap up these benchmarks, we ran 3D Mark Time Spy, and we got a total score of 25,397, with the GPU earning a score of 20,893, and the CPU earning a score of 13,713, which is a 7 cents per point score.
Now to answer one important question, did Jonah defy the odds of building a gaming PC in 2026 and get good price to performance, or should we have gone with the pre-built? And honestly, I think the answer is for a high-end build, he did a very good job getting the price performance down. Obviously, there were some misfortunes with the case, which I still think is pretty bad on Lian for having that be the standard, but you guys can let us know down below if you think that is a thing we should have known about ahead of time. But now we do know, and we're probably going to use this case a lot less because of that. But the build itself, in terms of all the major components, performed very well.
Yeah, overall, the build turned out very aesthetically pleasing. But Jonah, what do you think? Are you proud of this build?
I feel like I could have done better at this point with the case. I do know that with it being a tech deal challenge, I could have definitely saved $60 or so on not going with sleeve cables and the case itself. And I really wish I saved the money on the case now, given how everything turned out. But at the end of the day, we live and we learn. This PC still looks really good. Unfortunately, with how this build is vertically mounted, the temps could be better still. So there might be some messing around off camera, seeing how we can perfect this build, but I think it still turned out pretty good.
Yeah, guys, we hope you enjoyed Jonah's build today on the YouTube channel. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Now, if you're wondering how Jonah was able to get all these baller deals, he was able to get them because he is Toasty Deals on Discord, discord.gg/ToastyBros on our deal section, and they get posted to Twitter as well.
Join our Discord using the link down below, and when you want to buy a PC, you can head over to PC Bros as well, where this PC will be for sale eventually. If it's not gone already, use all the links down below to buy PCs from us and see all our social media. See you guys later. Goodbye.